morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on day 3 of the 2018 Mid-Atlantic Air Museum's World War II weekend. Dramatically different weather today, for those of you that have been here all 3 days. I had no idea we would get this kind of breeze. I'm happy and yet unprepared, as I'm sure many are. But I'm not going to say I'm not sorry that my face hasn't melted off already. So for the next half hour or so, we're going to do some music from the World War II era. And we have a couple of, or at least one surprise up our sleeve for today's show. I will be joined on the stage by Joe and Heidi, who come from New York City to dance for everyone. And you know, according to several people, I've had dancers with me before, but this group is the best. Somebody actually said that at a different show in Joe and Heidi's hearing. And Joe and Heidi was the group last year and they were the group this year, but they're apparently better than last year's group, so. Yeah, so you're in for a real treat with them. I'm going to start today's show with the song I always start with because I'm a believer in the hex. And I'm a believer in good luck, and I think we've brought pretty good luck to this show this year with this song, considering what the weather forecast was in the beginning. This is a song called Blue Skies, and hopefully we're going to see them today. Should be right at the top. Is a song that was made popular by the Andrews Sisters. Of course, for those of you that know, the 3-group vocal group that was the iconic American standard for the World War II period. And this was one of 2 that I like to sing. This is a song called Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, and it may or may not feature Joe and Heidi again. She's just fixing her shoes. I wrote my mother. I wrote my father. And now I'm writing you too. I'm sure of mother. I'm sure of father. And now I wanna be sure, very, very sure of you. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Oh no, no, don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Oh no, no, don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me till I come marching home. I just got word from a girl who heard from a girl next door to me about a boy she met who loves to pet and he fits you to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Oh no, no, anyone else but me. Not a single soul but me. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. No, not till you see me. Not till you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Oh no, no, anyone else but me. Not a single soul but me. No, 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 don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. No, not till you see me. Not till you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Just wait till I come marching home. So don't go walking down the Lover's Lane. No, walking down the Lover's Lane till you see me. Not till you see me marching home. Then we'll go arm in arm and sit down under the apple tree. Oh baby, just you and me when I come marching home. Thank you. Thank you guys. So for those of you that have seen the show the last couple of days, I have been battling Pennsylvania allergies. Regular, please. And I may not be winning the battle today. We'll see how it goes. My apologies for random stray vocal inflection that I didn't intend. I don't know what you're growing here, but it's not good. And I've had like 15 people be like, oh, allergies are terrible this year. I'm like, really? No idea. So this next song is a ballad. It's probably one of the most requested songs that I do, and I'm going to send it out to my friend Erica, who loves it more than anything. And she sits and listens to this music over and over again, so I try to do at least one song that she likes. And yeah, the sounds people really are the heroes of the weekend. With the flick of a switch, she can make me sound even worse. Or better. And so I'm very grateful to them. This song was originally recorded as an instrumental by the Glenn Miller Orchestra for the movie Orchestra Wives. And he recorded it shortly before he headed overseas and unfortunately subsequently did not return. It was also recorded as a vocal for vocal quad. And then it became really famous in the 50s when Etta James recorded it. This is a song called At Last. cheek to a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh, you smile, oh, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine at Thank you. This should be cleared out right about the time we're done with this set. This is exciting. So this is going to be kind of a fun new thing that I've never done before. I'm going to invite an amazing musician named James Brown. He's amazing too. Jay Brown, who has a band in Richmond called the Gray Street Seven, and I heard them for the first time at a World War I event in Virginia Beach last fall, and was like, holy cow. Well, it turns out he's been coming to this show as a reenactor for years. And so he is going to sit in with zero practice or preparation to a song called Satin Doll with his saxophone. I do know the name of that instrument. And Joe and Heidi will join me. Give me 1 second. On this song. I am so done with Pennsylvania. Funny thing is, I grew up here. Okay, let's give it a try. This is a Duke Ellington tune, and Joe and Heidi are going to do some break dancing to it, and we're going to see if we can swing this. This is Satin Doll. He's nobody's They'll be back in a moment. They'll be back for another song shortly. This is what it looks like when a band practices. He's going to come back in just a moment. Now I'm going to do a ballad, and then we're going to do a great song called 920. What? Hey, Joe, 920 special. I don't even know. And that's going to feature Joe and Heidi on their own, and they're going to kind of explain all of the dance moves that you've seen and will be seeing. And this is really my favorite number of the entire show, and of course it doesn't include me. This ballad, though, however, is a Dame Vera Lynn tune. It's one of the iconic songs of the World War II era. It's a song called "I'll Be Seeing You." I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through in that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So at this point, I'm going to, just to keep things moving here, I'm going to bring Joe and Heidi up and let them talk a little bit about their dancing, and then do a demo that I think you guys will really enjoy. Joe and Heidi.
Hello, thank you, and good morning. We're Joe and Heidi from New York, and we'd like to share with you sort of a mashup of 3 different distinctive dances that we're doing, all to swing music. We'll be dancing to 920 Special by Count Basie, who's a favorite of ours. I'm not sure what order we're going to do anything in, because actually every single thing you see us do is impromptu, and he's in charge. I'm following, and I can add my own spice, but I actually don't know what he's got up his sleeve. It will all be musical, which is the beautiful thing about social dancing. I'll just start by saying that we do one dance, which is kind of closed position, because the ballrooms in Southern California in the late 30s and early 40s were so packed that when dancing to swing music, you were required to stay that closely together. And in fact, a bouncer would boot you out of there if you broke open and did a larger figure like some of the other ones you've seen us do. Those larger figures were associated with the Lindy Hop, which is the way they reacted to swing music in New York City and on the East Coast. It came out of the Savoy Ballroom. And when you see us doing larger, more horizontal swing, that's likely to be Lindy Hop, maybe with a dash of Charleston-y jazz steps in it. And the third thing we're going to do is something called Collegiate Shag that's not related to Carolina Shag. It's a 30s dance, in fact, not particularly related to the other two things we'll do. It's very cartoony looking in a cute, youthful way. And if you're interested in seeing more of that, go to YouTube, because there's a great Benny Goodman 1946 All the Cats Join In video done by Disney as a cartoon. And I'll just say, All the Cats Join In, look it up on YouTube. It's charming and shows a sort of exaggerated cartoon version of that already very cute dance. So without further ado, here's a little bit of all of that mixed together.
Fantastic. It's hard to dance on a trampoline. We were looking at the stage thinking we may need to do some reinforcement before next year. And aren't they wonderful? And each time it's a little bit different because it's really not choreographed at all, which makes it so much fun to watch, because every time you see them, it's just, you're not sure what you're going to get. So I'm going to give them a moment to recover from that and do another Vera Lynn song. This is a song called White Cliffs of Dover.
Just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after. Tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. And Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. And Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks. So I have one more song for you. I'm going to invite Jay back up, as well as Joe and Heidi. I usually end with a different song, but I'm not ready yet. I'm just not ready. So this is a great tune that has some great musical breaks that will feature Joe and Heidi and Jay. This is a song called Nice Work If You Can Get It.
Holding hands at midnight, 'neath the starry sky. It's nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try. Strolling with that one boy
asked me this morning, what songs are we doing and what key are they in? And I said, I don't know what key they're in, and I'm not really sure what we're doing. And 10 minutes before we sang, we listened to a couple of things, and he had to figure out the keys for me because I thought I could live on my voice when I was younger and didn't learn any music theory, and I regret that. So if you have a child who is learning music, make them learn theory, because a voice will not carry you through if you don't know what key you're singing your songs in. So we're going to be back at 2:45 here at this stage with some more stuff with Jay. He's also a great singer, and I'm going to let him do a number up here with some singing as well. And Joe and Heidi will be back. But right now, who's up now? It is Martin. Oh, it's the fashion show. And then the Martin the Martin Sisters Band will be up, and they are a real treat. So make sure when you're done with the fashion show, you hang out here because you'll be pleased that you did. Once again, thank you so much. If I don't see you the rest of the day, hopefully we see you next year. Thank you.